Happy Monday, gamers. We are back with some more modern action. I'm, of course, NanMans, bringing you all the action over here at NanMans Nerd Corner for our modern gameplay that we do twice a week, every Monday and Thursday. And this week, we're starting it off with Jeskai Blink versus Modern Mud. Now, let's break it down and talk about each of these decks, because you might look at it and go, I have never seen the Mud deck before, which is very possible. Jeskai Blink is one that you probably have seen quite a bit, because it is one of those decks that is around and has risen up a little bit more when you think about like the modern meta, right? It popped up near the end of 2015 and has still remained in the top 5 of decks. It is still not the number one. You know, when we look at it, Boros Energy is still the number 1 deck, but it allows players to utilize pieces from the Esper Blink list, from the Boros Energy list, and you kind of fuse them together. It is has some control elements, like we see Teferi being cast immediately on turn 2, which is wild to see, but Ragman helps you accelerate out, get some treasure, maybe steal some cards from your opponent. Your goal is to be able to utilize Flage to close out the game. You've got Solitude to be able to get rid of threats. It is a very powerful grindy deck. Now, we've talked about it as, you know, the mid-rangey, grindy decks in Modern are all blue-based. You get things like Quantum Riddler as the main backbone of the mid-rangey, grindy style of decks. Now, on the other side of things, let's talk a little bit about Modern Mud. Now, Mud itself is, you know, based off of this idea of this colorless artifact pile. Now, I don't know the exact origins of it, if it's because, you know, artifacts back in the day had this like muddy brown color to them instead of the like colorless gray color we're used to now, or if there's another, you know, nuance to why it is named this way. Maybe someone can let me know in the comments about the origins of it. But the idea of Mud, it exists in Legacy as this sort of artifact taxi style deck, right? Death and taxes. What if they were artifacts, right? So you get to be able to utilize things like Ancient Tunes, City of Traders, Cloud Post, Glimmer Post. You make a bunch of mana, and then you can cheat out your artifacts and big stuff. Utilize like Metal Workers and things like that, all on the back of like being able to utilize Chalice of the Void, Staff of Domination, Trinispheres, like these taxing type effects to delay and stop your opponent from doing things. The Modern Mud style is similar in a way, but we are not having as much fast mana. You see we've got our Ugin's Labyrinth there as our fast mana of choice, but it is going to still be going for our creature base of the taxing creatures that we've got, like Lodestone Golems and stuff like that. There's still Chalices, there's things like that we've got, but we've got a kind of a nuanced gameplay taking place here as the players, our Modern Mud players, trying to stabilize and set themselves up, but a Jeskai Blink player is just like, I don't really care what you're doing, because my progression and the speed at which I'm deploying my threats is so much faster and so much more efficient than your kind of slow style right now. Now, what's interesting about this is a perfect match to show off a little bit about what our LGS is like, because we have a top meta deck versus an off meta deck. This is a thing that we see often at our LGS, where you'll have players that are playing top meta decks and they'll battle it out against each other, but also we have these powerful pilots of these off meta decks. Scrawling Crawler is one of these like cards that you go, what the heck is this? So this is a way to get card advantage, and it also starts shredding your opponent, so they will draw a card, lose a life. So that is a little bit of just sort of chink. Now, will they utilize the Fable of the Mirror Breaker here? Because the second ability on it is discard 2 and draw 2. It looks like, yeah, they will, so they will lose 2 more. But they must be feeling in a commanding position, or Blink player. They've got a Teferi, they've got a Gabo that makes treasure, they've got the Felia, so what do we got to follow it up? Is there a Warped-In Riddler here? I mean, we're building up our graveyard count. We're at 4 cards in graveyard right now to try to be able to go for the Flage. So Flage is coming out next turn, it looks like here. All right, get rid of that. I mean, the Flesh Raker is a big win here, right? Being able to have access to the Flesh Raker to make more creatures, to shred your opponent. It's kind of like this, the way that this mud list has, it's got a, ability to Death of a Thousand Cuts you, but we do have a Flage return, so that trade-off of the Felia was the 5th card that our Jeskai Blink player needed, so they will be able to return it, zap, clean up the board, and now we've got a very scary creature coming in. 9 points of damage potential for next turn, or we could see an attack as well as a trigger to clear whatever blocker might be in the way and just deal 6 to face. Now we're looking, we saw a Karn. That is kind of the elements. We see the check of the Karn board here. Anything we got? I mean, we've got Ensnaring Bridge. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We could not play it this turn, but getting it out could be useful. I mean, if we were able to get a Kozilek's Command, 1, 2, 3, we would need another land here. But that would be so useful if we had a Cosmic Command to just exile Flage and make a bunch of creatures. But that is not going to be the case right now. So we're in this kind of debate mode here. How are we going to... okay. Let's do some searching. So this is the other thing. It's because we are the almost Death and Taxes style, we will start destroying the mana base here and do a check about basic lands here. And Ghost Quarter will let us destroy basic lands. There's the check. Do we have another one? That's the other thing. There's a lot of 3-color decks in Modern. We talk about it all the time of ways to kind of fight against them. But as a colorless deck, utilizing a couple Field of Ruins and Ghost Quarters is not a bad idea. I love that. Yeah, I love that. So it goes, did you do that just because? Yes, I've needed to do a basic land check to help me set up for maybe next game to really know where we're at and how I might attack you.
Gameplay to let you know about our new affiliate with NerdGear. nerdgear.gg/nanman will take you directly to the website, and as you can see, they've got a bunch of awesome gaming accessories from playmats, life counters with the life tracks, playmat holders, and more. So make sure you do some browsing on the site, find some goodies, and then use the code NGNanman for 5% off your entire order. But let's get back to our gameplay. All right, getting into game number 2. Now, this is the first week our Mud player was piloting the deck, getting used to how it functions and plays. So we do have more of the Mud in the queue for you to be able to watch in the future. But not this week in particular. We tried to diversify and show different games as much as possible through the week, unless we have like a mirror matchup week, which happens from time to time. But we've also got our Humans versus Simic Infect coming up, as well as our Phoenix Dredge versus Omnath Cascade. So 2 fun decks to be able to show off. Well, 4 fun decks there to be able to show off to you this coming weeks, as well as many other games in the queue to be able to see. We've got some more Yawgmoth stuff. We've got some more fairies, we've got some blue-white control, we've got some Storm, we've got some Tron, some Dimir stuff. So yeah, lots of good goodies to be able to show off. Maybe some more Twin. It's been a little while since we've seen Twin on camera. So, but let's get into it. Going first here for a Mud player, will they be able to utilize anything? Maybe a Chalice or something like that? Nope. We will get a Glaring Flesh Raker, no, which will get hit with a Consign. All right. Null Elemental Blast. I like that. That's fun. All right. Consign, that's the thing, right? Consign is so prevalent in Modern because of how powerful the colorless stuff is, how powerful the triggers are. Also in a list like Jeskai Blink where you can just utilize a couple of Consign's main board because you can counter the triggers, right? I'd like to cast this Flage, counter the Sacrifice trigger. I'd like to sneak in the Solitude, counter the trigger, right? And so it sticks around. So we got maybe a Dash Monkey. Oh no, it's worse. Obsidian Charmaw. We've seen this before where we get to basically just run away with a game, where we saw this with the Omnath versus Tron list, where top deck that. There we go. What do we got? Okay, Scrawling Crawler to follow it up. I mean, Obsidian is really powerful. 4/4 flying, you know, only costs 2 to blow up a land because your opponent is just full of colorless lands. A second one? Oh no, it's looking like that's going to be the case. Oh, just kidding. Get the temple. We'll shut you down on mana. So going first doesn't feel like it was as effective as we wanted it to be. I don't know how. I mean, a snaring bridge is the only thing that we can do here to kind of help us. Warp in a Riddler, draw a card, just send that to space for a little while. All right. Our Mud players really got to be able to chain a couple of good spells. We see some Ugins in hands. Those are sadly not going to be able to hit anytime soon. We were able to get another temple. I mean, losing 2 lands, that would have put us at 5 mana already, but not anymore. Back down to 3 or 4 if you're casting an Eldrazi spell. But we've got a 2-turn clock sitting and staring us down as the Mud player here. Will the Blink player have any other threats to follow it up? Looks like 3 mana. Is it a Jace? Oh, Prismatic Ending. So even more so, let's just get rid of your threat. And the dash Ragavan. Hits you for 10. So, yeah, still 2-turn clock. Let's exile this, make a treasure. This goes back to hand. Oh, bit of a bully one here, huh? We talk about this all the time of the bully games. Hey, right on time. Lodestone Golem, pass turn. So this game is done and over with, but the match is not. The players played some practice games after this one here, so they were able to, you know, see how the decks function a little bit more, you know, especially in a situation where you're going, I'm playing a off-meta deck versus your very powerful meta deck. Yeah, he said, I don't get to have any fun. No fun right now. But the Obsidian Charm all chained together is like completely destructive and so hard to come back from if you are a Eldrazi or colorless player like this. Okay. So there's the confirmation. He says my sideboard is a Karn board plus 4 Thought-Knot Seers. Maybe the Thought-Knot is helpful. I'm not sure enough to take out certain cards to bring it in. Maybe the Scrawling Crawlers? I don't know. Because you also need your own way to draw cards and get advantage and stuff like that. So, all right, let's see what our Mud player has in store for us now. Fetch and Shock, is it? Yeah, there it is. It's like a turn 1 Ragavan again, just like game 1. Will we see a repeat of game 1 here? Ooh. Chalice on 1. That's pretty good. Gets rid of Consign, gets rid of Ephemerates, stops any other Ragavans from coming out. I mean, this one's already here, but what do we get? Scrawling Crawler. That's going to stay in exile. Okay. Triggered. Imprint this Devour. Lodestone's nice. Okay, 5/3 non-artifact spells cost 1 more to cast. A 5/3 is really actually like scary. But a Flage. Let's just blast it. 3 toughness is perfect for utilizing this Flage. And now we get to see the Ragavan still push for damage here. I did have to pay 4 mana for it. That's why the treasure was sacrificed. Hey, Lodestone Golem number 2. Imagine if there was 2 of them out. Oh, that would have been a nice chain. Let's see. Do we have 1 card in graveyard right now? We are going to exert. White. He was. Oh, I love that. Our Blink player was ready. They're like, I'm going to be bringing this Flage back. Let's go. Not even checking, being like, oh, wait, this is like early. I've got nothing in my graveyard right now. Pitch Solitude to Solitude. Paying the 1. That's why that 1 Plains was tapped. Gain 5, though. the life can be relevant in this matchup. What do we got? The Chalice on 1, I think, is putting in work. Prismatic. What colors are you using? Using blue and white, so we can get rid of this.
So stupid. Move to combat. Yeah. Trigger.
All right, Ragman gonna push again. Another land. Okay. All right, the lodestones have been annoying. Jeskai Blink players down to 2 cards in hand. Let's see what... Okay, I like that. Let's get rid of the Arena of Glory. This stops any sort of hasty effects that could be coming up for the Flage, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4 cards now in the graveyard for our Jeskai Blink player. So it is that inevitable betrayal of the more stuff you put in there, the quicker it's going to be for the players to be able to find a way to get Flage back. But right now they're at double white, but not double red. I mean, they have double red, but they basically need another white or red source here because of that basic island there. But oh wait, they've got treasure. Ha. Fetch, no problem. We've got enough. Flage will be coming back here. I love the land choices too, like the hollowed fountain there, steam vents. Those are the what was it? Unsanctioned, unfinity, unsomething.
Charles, you're doing a really bad job of killing me. I'm only at 17.
Says you're doing a bad job of taking me out. I'm only at 17 here. Warp in the Riddler. All right, draw 2, only 1 card left in hand. Now refill the 3, and then Riddler goes back to space to be coming back a little bit later on. Okay, 1, 2, blow up another land. Get ourselves a waste here, and I think that checks and takes out our basics. Oh, I don't know if you heard in the background players asking about Legacy. We do have some Legacy gameplay going to be edited up and posted up on the upcoming Saturdays. We got a standard game that's coming up at the end. That'll be, what is that? The 28th will be standard, and then after that, in March on the 28th, we will see our Legacy gameplay. So we're going to start adding on some non-modern gameplay coming up on the last Saturday of the month. First Saturday of the month, we'll be doing some MTGO gameplay for you to enjoy with some fun modern decks. We've also got some non-Magic related content that we're slowly working on developing since we are working on developing a Pokemon Cube, which we've been posting up stuff for on our social media stuff, especially Blue Sky and stuff, so you guys can check out those posts if you want to see more, but we'll do a whole video breakdown of what that's going to look like soon. All right, let's go. Can the Mud player take a game off of the Blink player? It's going to be tough. A Trinosphere. 2 pre-game effects. Devourer of Destiny 1 and 2. Here's the first one. Another Devourer. Maybe. No, we don't care about any of those. So I'm so used to players keeping 1 on top, but it's like, you know, if you do, right, you look at the top 4, you may put 1. So I'm so used to players like always picking 1 that it's like weird to me to see like, nope, get rid of all 4 of these, and then here's 3 more gone. Imprint, 3 mana, Trinosphere. Everything costs 3 now, basically. Well, anything that costs less than 3 costs 3. So those are those like taxing types effects. Chalice, Trinosphere, these like, you know, Lodestone Golems. You get an idea of what the deck is trying to do. It's like set up here to, you know, disrupt your opponent's game plan, slow them down enough for you to be able to put in the work. Now, of course, if you're interested in seeing more of these deck lists, you can check us out on our Moxfield link. We do have a link up there for all the decks on the channel. If for whatever reason the lists are not posted up, leave a comment, let us know, and we'll make sure that it gets updated. Sometimes I am a slacker and forget to actually post up some of the lists. right, let's see. Shocking in. Teferi.
Blue, white, red.
Okay. Blue, white, and red. Let's get rid of this thing that costs 3.
Please don't.
Draw a second one, he says. I love that. Nope. But land go. How much mana? 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, or 6 if we're going for an Eldrazi. Fable. Okay. I mean, we know there's another Devour. If we get another land here, we can cast the Devour. Get rid of the Fable. Yep, there's Devour. So, cast trigger. Exile this. Fetch on the end step here. So our Blink player is like responding a lot to what the Mud player is doing, right? They're doing prismatic endings. They're doing these sort of like removal type stuff, but a lot of it is we're seeing a different gameplay without having the Ragavan in the first couple turns, right? A Ragavan here would be putting a clock on our opponents, but setting ourselves up with treasure value that way, but not really here. We do see a land pitch off of that Surveil land, though. So we're looking for threats. We're looking for something. Flage. 3 damage. Flage will die. Discharge. Let's use all 3 of our energy that we would generate to finish off that Devour. All right. Make a treasure, deal 2. What do we got? 2 cards left in hand. We know one's a Teferi. Kozilek's command here. Yeah, we check our math. Ooh, Ugin. Exile this, the cast trigger. I mean, we see this all the time as, like, if you play against a Tron list or a Mud list in this case, or Artifact list that runs Ugin. Basically, once they get to Ugin, things get really bad really quickly. Like, the ability to remove it becomes very, very challenging. Exert. Let's get a Flage. We're going to try to zap it.
ETB will deal
3 to you.
with combat. Deal 3 to Ugin.
3 to Ugin. 9 coming to Ugin. Clears up Ugin. That's one clear, clean way to do that. Do we have another one, though? Uh-oh. We have something else just as scary. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kozilek's command.
Silly me.
Exile this. There we go. Make 6 spawns. Pass turn after that.
No, it's all about this card.
Oh gosh, we're setting up. So we checked the math, and there was only 8 mana available, and I think Summon Bahamut is 9 mana. I could be wrong though. We'll see. Another arena. Flage. Let's get rid of one of these. Sack it in response, so no life will be gained. Teferi. Target a spawn. Sack it in response. That's what it's like. I like the idea. It's like, do we care about the card or do we care about the spawn? We care about the spawn. And there it is. Summon Bahamut. 9/9. Enchantment creature. Saga. Destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Teferi's gone. The uptick on the Saga will destroy another one. All right, now our Blink player is exerting again. What do we got here? We don't have 5 cards. We can't get Flage back, but blue. Ooh, Warp in the Riddler. I like that. Draw 2. Gives us the chance to attack. Oh, it does have flying. Oh, it's so scary. Target one of the spawns. Second response, no additional discharge. Oh, okay. I like this. We're just clearing out, getting rid of as much mana as possible here.
No, move that step.
Move to end step, not able to attack.
With my floating mana,
Sure.
sack this for another. I'm gonna make a spawn exile Flage.
Ooh, I like that. before we go to the end step, since we've sacked a bunch of our spawns, let's get rid of Flage and make another spawn here.
Trigger, destroy that.
Uptick trigger, destroy the treasure. We have to destroy a non-land permanent. Big beats coming across with our dragon here.
That's wild.
And a Karn to follow it up. What are we getting from our Karn board? Trinisphere? I don't know. Oh, let's start landlocking you. Love it. Crucible. Ghost quarter your arena here. You may get a basic.
While you're searching, play my land return.
Play my land for turn.
This is what it's all about.
The deck is doing the thing. It only took to game 4 for us to be able to really see what the deck is capable of here. But this is, I love that we got to see these players practice and do these little games like that. You know, normally with the LGS, you're like, all right, I played my best of 3. Cool. GG, go next. Right? But this time it's like, no, let's hang out. We've got time between the rounds. Our games ended very quickly. Let's play some more.
Yeah. Draw 2.
Hey, draw 2. Draw 2 scoop. I love that. All right, so 3-1. Jeskai Blink takes it over Modern Mud, but we got to see kind of what this sort of artifact off meta deck has in store and what sort of fun stuff it can do. I mean, it blows up basic lands. It can do a lot with Kozilek's Command. You know, Sundering Titan, sweet for the 3 against the 3-color decks. I like that a lot. So we get to see a little bit of the sideboard at Wormcoil. I'm a fan of keeping Wormcoil in.
I was dead to the Yuga that's by itself.
What other sideboardy stuff do we get to see? I wasn't. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. I hope you guys enjoyed that one here. Of course, we got more gameplay for you every Monday and Thursday as we getting things going with this week. But hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks for tuning in and watching, y'all, and I'll see you all next game.